Hi, my name is Betty from Astrology with Betty, and today I wanted to discuss the upcoming energies. We're going to talk about the new moon in Sagittarius. I'm going to talk to you about Venus going back into Scorpio, as well as Mercury backing up back into Scorpio, and I'm going to talk to you about how we can best use this energy, and just going to give you my inspiration, my interpretation of these energies. So thank you so much for watching. You can have a personal reading with me. Just check out my website, astrologywithbetty.com. I offer different readings, and so you can go ahead and do that. So anyway, let me just show you first here. I have the chart up. I just wanted to show you Sun, 15 degrees of Sagittarius, the moon, 15 degrees of Sagittarius. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. We've got Jupiter over here. Beautiful new moon, okay? Then we're going to bring it over here. It's squaring Mars conjunct Neptune in Pisces. Got Chiron retrograded back here into Pisces. Here we've got Uranus at 28 degrees of Aries. Okay, Venus has moved back into Scorpio, but she's still opposing. Then we're also going to look at the nodes, because Uranus and the nodes are traveling together. They are in a tight, tight square, creating a lot of tension, a lot of awareness to where things need to change. Okay, so now and then we've got Mercury here. On the same day that we have the new moon, Mercury is stationed 27 degrees of Scorpio. Exactly trining 27 degrees Pisces, see, and 28 degrees of Cancer. So I just wanted to show you this. Now I'm going to just talk to you about what this actually means. Okay, so we've got a lot Sagittarius energy, we've got a lot of Pisces energy, and we've got a lot of tension as well. We have a lot of opportunities. Sagittarius is natural law. It's universal law. It's not the same as Capricorn. That's earthly law. That's man-made structured law, like stop at the red light, pay your taxes, all that kind of stuff. That falls under Capricorn. Sagittarius is natural law. This is how we get in touch with magic. This is using the universe, working within the universe and putting yourself inside of that energy and allowing it to flow through you to create. This is a very powerful time. Now we have Jupiter, the Sun, and the Moon in Sagittarius. Now they're squaring Neptune and Mars in Pisces. This can be tricky, but if you can do this, this is an amazing opportunity. This is an amazing opportunity to walk through a vortex, to really walk into a different experience of your life. With all this Pisces, this is the collective unconscious. So we're not done with Scorpio yet. Like I showed you, Venus and Mercury are back in Scorpio. Now Jupiter has gone through Scorpio, now it's in Sagittarius, which is great, and everybody can take a sigh of relief. However, to get to Sagittarius, you need to go through Scorpio, because Scorpio is really the death of the ego. That's where you merge and you fall in love and you have your heart broken and you go into the underworld. And it can symbolize, you know, the hero's journey down into the depths of hell to submerge, to reemerge out, a warrior, a peaceful warrior. This is a spiritual warrior, which we all are if we choose to walk that path. So now we've really gone. We've had a lot brought up from the depths. They're not all done yet, but it's 95% done. The worst is over. Now it's just kind of the reverberations of putting everything back together. So now that we've died to our egos and we are reborn, we can start to understand and really start to see other people's perspective. That's what Sagittarius represents. That's what Sagittarius is I understand. It's learning through travel, through expansion of consciousness, seeking the truth by speaking to people who believe in Zen, people who believe in Catholicism, people who believe in Buddha, people who believe in whatever, it doesn't matter. Everybody's different, and that's great. And that's what Sagittarius loves to do. It loves to travel and explore. And that's how you learn, by seeing what everybody else is doing and how they handle it. And the thing is, there's a lot of differences in the world, but when you do travel and you go around, you speak to different people, if you can open your mind, you'll see that even the pygmies in Africa, they have more similarities to us than they have differences. Everybody, we're all human. We all want to be loved. We all want to be safe. We all want to be happy. We all want to protect our children and have a home, and all the things that humans do. Just because you go at it differently, it doesn't make you evil or bad or wrong. So that's the challenge here, is to keep an open mind. It is going to be challenging with the Pisces squaring. Okay, but with the mutable, it's not so bad. We've kind of moved out of the fixed signs for a little while, because we do have the 2 in Scorpio. The decisions that you make right now are so important. Uranus is tightly squaring those nodes of fate, okay? And they're following it, and it's really bringing up, where are you uncomfortable? Where do you need to change? We have a choice. We don't have to change. We could stay the way that we are, but then you have to come back and do it again. So we're getting an opportunity right now. We're being revisited. This has been a challenging year. 2018 has definitely been a rough ride, but now it's time to, where's the wisdom? Let's find the wisdom in everything that we have gone through, and everything that we have let go or brought in, or that was broken. Sometimes when your heart gets broken, it gets broken open. So you can choose to have victim consciousness, which could be easy with the Pisces energy, especially Mars in Pisces conjunct Neptune. It can be a fog and not really understanding, where am I going? I don't, and feeling stuck in the mud. And that's all right, and especially the day of the new moon, Mercury is going to be stationed. This is a powerful time to go within. Just pause, feel. We're getting a very healing opportunity. Chiron, it's going to be a grand trine in water. Chiron, Mercury, and the north node of the moon, all in water. This is a time to really reflect and think about our wounds that perhaps were imaginary, or perhaps we all make our own decisions. So sometimes, and also a lot of the times our wounds are not our fault, but our healing is absolutely our responsibility. And we're getting an opportunity right now to make these changes, but it's going to call for some bold action. You've got to be willing to release your old beliefs. And that is the little bit of the challenge here with the stellium in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is wonderful. It's benevolent, it's generous, it's opulence, it's luxury, it's all of these great things, okay? But it's also a fire sign. So there could be some arrogance, and there can also be, thinking, I already know. If you think you already know everything, well, that's great, but look around. Are you completely 100% happy? Because, you don't want to box yourself in here. And this is what we're getting, an opportunity to expand our philosophy, expand our consciousness, and tap into the collective unconscious, the Akashic records, our I am, our spirit guides. This is a really magical time, but you've got to be able to release your beliefs and also unprogram yourself. Now we've got, Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn and the South Node. So that is saying that we don't want to ignore it completely. We want to take the lessons, okay? Use it as a point of reference. It's definitely a point of reference. However, this Capricorn energy, the structure and the regiment, and the way that it looks, and we've got to stay in a group, and just the whole, it's not working. So we don't want to hate the patriarchy. We don't want to belittle men. We don't want to belittle anything. Okay, whatever happened, happened, and it's always for a higher reason. But now we're being called to really go within. This is a time to feel our way. What feels right? Not what was told to you, or what somebody tells you who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be, who you are. No, this is the time now. Who am I? You're not who your parents told you who you were, or your church told you you were, or who society tells you you were. Like, this is a time to really unplug from the news, unplug from Facebook, unplug from all of these. We're being bombarded, and it is our job to evolve. And we are being held down. Society, that we are being programmed. So now is an amazing opportunity to really break through this program. But that means you've got to let go of who you think you are. Who you are is an infinite being of light. You know, yes, we have our little subtitles. I'm a mother, I'm an astrologer, I'm a banker, whoever you are. And that's great. We all have to be things. You know, we're here in this earth school, and we're having experiences, and that's amazing. But that's not who we are. Who we are is infinite beings of light. And this is an opportunity right now to really claim that. Step into the vortex. There's going to be opportunities. This is interdimensional. And it doesn't even mean you have to have an outer body experience, which is an amazing time for that. If that's something you're interested in, this is the time to really start practicing that. However, it's just being open to subtle differences, being open to opening up your perception, being open to raising your vibration, getting out of the mud and the stuck and the way it's supposed to be. You know, life is hard and you've got to do this. And life is what you believe it to be. Everything is what you believe. So now is a time we're getting such a beautiful opportunity. Set your intentions to expand your consciousness. Set your intentions to expand who you are. This is a wonderful time to get a reading, because we will find out where Jupiter is traveling through in your chart, and that's where you'd want to set your intention. So if it's in your first house, you want to expand who you are and how you come across. And the second house, you'd expand finances, and it goes on and on and on. However, it's still an amazing opportunity to really grow our consciousness and to level up. Mars in Pisces is a little confused. Mars, he doesn't really know where he's going. Mars loves to be in Aries, and he will be in Aries. I believe he's going there on the 1st of the year. We're going to start off, boom. So this is a great time, and especially in December, spend this time reflective. You know, not a lot, especially business-wise, can get done in December. Everybody's, partying and vacationing, and that's beautiful. But Mars is going to go. We're going to have everything out of retrograde, out of shadow. Okay, we're going to have Mars in Aries. When you get to January 1st, you get to 2019, put the pedal to the metal and drive. Now is the time to really, excuse me, my dog. Now is the time to really go within and find out, who am I? Where do I want to go? Mars is confused in Pisces, and especially conjunct Neptune. It's like being in a car and your GPS is broken. Your GPS broke, or you have no signal on your phone and you're driving and you don't know where you're going. It can be frustrating, and it can absolutely be scary, but it can also be exciting and adventurous, and that's what the Sagittarius lends to. Have an adventure. Trust the universe. This is a time now to really, really trust. Trust that there is a divine plan. Trust that you are divine, that there is divinity inside of you. This is a time to really, if you're lost, believe this is for a reason. So now is the time to really break free. Break out of your self-imposed prisons. We're getting an opportunity. Where does it hurt? And how are we viewing this? We're getting, our perspective can be expanded. Let go of how you think it should be, or the disappointments or the pain, because with Chiron and this trine here with the North Node in Cancer and Mercury, okay, we're getting an opportunity, and we're getting an opportunity to really go within and find out where we have been wounded and how, because where we're wounded reverberates outward, and we constantly keep attracting more and more and more to us until we heal it. So this is an opportunity to be honest with yourself. If you cannot run away, if you can sit in the pain, sit in the silence and listen, feel it and allow it to come through and release it. Because this can create a vibe where we want to escape and to, just party and run away and not feel it. And you can do that. If we can do whatever we want, we have free will. However, that's not going to get you where you need to go. We're getting an amazing opportunity to level up. And so that means shedding our skin, shedding our old self, and death and rebirth. It doesn't come without a cost. And you're going to have to feel your feelings and release them and heal. And also sometimes, we make mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's time to forgive ourselves and everybody else, because especially with this, now we're going to get an opportunity. We are in the transpersonal consciousness and the collective unconsciousness. And really, there is no separation in Lakesh Alakesh. You are another me, I am another you. Everybody that we meet is a reflection on some level. And we're all one. So we're down here in this earth school to learn lessons, and it is very challenging. But this is a time now where we can see through the illusion, we can see through the Maya, and we can understand that I am an infinite being of light. And you can start to really play the game in the power position. You don't have to play the game by other people's rules. It's time to raise your vibration. Raising your vibration expands your possibilities. When you're in low vibrational frequencies, you only have this much possibilities. You're limiting yourself. We are limitless. Our lives can be anything that we believe in our hearts that they can be, and just stepping into your power and as long as it doesn't hurt you or anybody else, why not? Why not have, this is complete abundance and joy. Follow your bliss. What your heart is calling for, what you're seeking is seeking you. And you can be of service. If you're a garbage man, if you're a housewife, you can be of service. If anything, everybody has a gift. Everybody has a calling. Everybody has an ability. Just smiling at another person, or just sometimes, a kind word, even in the grocery store to somebody, can make such a difference in somebody's life. You don't know what people are going through. So you take the time to really reach out and give a kind word. And you can get a lot of downloads, a lot of messages right now. If you're ever walking and you see somebody and you just get an overwhelming feeling to say something to them, say it. Why not? You could change that person's life. Maybe they were thinking of going home and hurting themselves. And your kindness snapped them back into believing in humanity, believing in love. So anyway, that was a little bit of a rant, but the point is, right now we're getting an incredible opportunity. For the next 16 months, the North Node is going to be in Cancer. This is a time to get in touch with the divine feminine. Get in touch with the mother within you. Get in touch with what is the right thing to do, not what you were told you were supposed to do, or your duty or your responsibility. What feels right, and live your life. Live a life of abundance and joy and kindness. Right now, set your intentions to really expand, to really level up. And there's going to be a lot of closing out. Because there's still some unfinished business with the retrogrades and everything clearing its shadow. We're going to have an opportunity to get, when Venus and Uranus opposed each other, it's coming up for the third time, the 30th today as I'm recording this. But now, okay, this is the third pass, but the last two times they were in fixed signs. So Uranus was in Taurus and Venus was in Scorpio. Both of those planets don't like either of those signs. Now Venus is in her dignity and Uranus is in Aries, and so now it's in a cardinal time. Now it's in a cardinal, signs. So this opposition, we may be able to, all right, let's start something different. Let's not just have like a standoff here. This is going to be an opportunity to maybe close some things up, revisit without such emotion, without the emotional intensity. However, with Mercury retrograde, I wouldn't really cement anything, but it's a good time to have some ideas, some conversations. You know, I wouldn't sign anything yet. I wouldn't, you know, don't sign it in blood. But this is, we're getting an opportunity to really close out, to finish up, to get the closure, to fix, to leave things behind from the past with love. You want to walk away with love. Everything serves a purpose. Everything is a teacher. Everybody, every situation is our teacher if we choose to see it that way. So we're going to have that. So like I said, the next, you know, December is going to be still a little bit tricky. However, if we use the energy correctly, it's an amazing opportunity. And when Mars goes into Aries, we're going to have Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn in dignity. We're going to have Mars in dignity, Jupiter in dignity. Okay, this is a time to really make some things happen. So right now, find out, what do you want? What is it that you want? What is your ultimate life? What would you really, really love to live? How would you love to live? And then release, let go of everybody else who told you you can't have that. And now do it. Jump in, make it happen, take the action, and forgive yourself and forgive everybody else. Set those intentions, set them for love and peace and expansion and growth and accepting. And if you have a problem with somebody, really just send them love. Send them love, because if you have a problem with somebody else, it's really a reflection of something that is unhealed in you. Our biggest problems are fear. It's fear. Everything is fear-based. We're afraid of people who are different than us. We're afraid of things that we don't know, or places we've never been. And now with this energy, it's saying, just love everybody. With Pisces and Jupiter and Jupiter, with the Pisces energy and the Sagittarius energy, this is really a time to come together and realize that we're all one. Have your unique individuality, but learn from our brothers and sisters and forgive ourselves and forgive all of the players in our lives, because really we choose all of this. We choose every experience that we have to help us to grow, because the only thing that we come to this Earth School here to do is to expand our consciousness. It's the only thing that you're getting out of here with is your consciousness. I want you to think about that. The only thing that you're going to leave this world with is your consciousness. When you die, it's not all of a sudden, boom, you're sainted and now you're an angel. Energy doesn't die, it just changes form. When you die, and when you leave this plane of existence in this body that you're in currently, your consciousness is the same, and you have to start again from that level. So when you think of it that way and you realize the only thing that you came here to do is to work on your consciousness, the only thing that you're going to get out of here with is your consciousness, it's silly not to put your whole heart and soul into your evolution, into growing and expanding. So this could be a really fun time. And you know, I want to wish everybody a really blessed new moon in Sagittarius. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my website. I have some offerings coming up for the holidays, and I look forward to speaking with you again. Thank you.